welcome to 189 Media, where we just don't give a shit. Yes, 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 oh god yes. Now that is what I call entertainment. You have no idea how much I needed this movie. After watching Batman v Superman, I was this close to swearing off, of all superhero comic book movies. Just so you know where I'm coming from, I loved Avengers, thought Winter Soldier was just okay and would rank Age of Ultron as just okay as well. But Civil War is great. The first hour is a little too much like Winter Soldier for my taste, but after that, it was like a rocket of awesomeness that just kept giving you amazing action and an outstanding emotional roller coaster of a story. There are so many good things about this film. Black Panther is great. If I had to choose between watching a Batman solo movie, Avengers 3 or a Black Panther solo film, I would choose to watch Black Panther in a heartbeat. His character is just that entertaining and badass. Both his superhero persona and civilian character are interesting and engaging. Whoever that actor is, he's owned the role and I literally know nothing about Black Panther and I'm fanboying out about him. Next, Spider-Man is freaking awesome. I am not going to lie. His introduction into the film felt forced. It was totally forced. However, the actors sold the scene, and the directors of the film were smart enough to give us a good amount of Spider-Man in the film, which helped to make him a well-rounded character, and worked very well the second half of the film to establish this web-slinger as a part of Marvel's cinematic universe. This version of Spider-Man, as far as his attitude and mannerisms when he is in costume and fighting people, is the most truest adaptation to date. As far as his Peter Parker persona, it is not like the comics, but more like the Peter Parker Tobey Maguire played in the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. In other words, Marvel is going with a tested formula that works, and I'm more than okay with it. What I like most is how powerful they make Spider-Man. He is a relatively new hero but is able to more or less kick both Winter Soldier and Falcon's respective butts. But they didn't make him powerful enough to handle Captain America, which is smart because it leaves room for growth. Next, the amazing SmackDown Battle Royale Brawl. The fight all the Avengers and heroes have against each other is literally worth the price of admission alone. For the first time ever, War Machine felt just like an actual war machine with all the heavy ammunition he was using. That scene where he pulled out 1,000,000 guns and destroyed the airport staircase Ant-Man was swinging at him was great. Speaking of Ant-Man, he nearly stole the show with that scene of him shrinking down and going into Iron Man's armor and then the scene of him growing big and kicking butt. Dang. Just dang. Civil War lives up to its name. It was a war because some of those heroes were not pulling their punches. Now let us talk about the villain of the film, Zemo. Zemo's character was probably the smartest thing about the movie. Nearly every Marvel, or DC, or Fox Studios superhero film, the plot concludes in the most generic way possible. In other words, some super powerful, final level boss bad guy is going to release an army and destroy the world, or set off a bomb and destroy the world, or pee in the waterhole and destroy the world. This film was smart enough to give us a bad guy whose sinister brain and strong willpower was enough to carry the film and make it interesting. Some people are complaining about the fact Zemo didn't have a superpower or crazy suit and blah, blah, blah. All that jazz would have been boring because we've seen it 1,000,000 times before. This film had a lot of heavy lifting to do, in that it had to juggle so many characters while giving us great action and introducing Black Panther and Spider-Man. And it delivers. And I did not even talk about the plot of this film yet. The glue and background framework, which does an excellent job of not only holding the film together, but works as a study into the ethos of these heroes. I'm talking about the plan to regulate the Avengers. Both sides make great arguments. Both sides are right. Both sides are wrong. And this film forces each hero to pick a side based on their moral code, and the ramifications are both heavy-handed and compelling. All that shit I just said is why this film works so well. It has an actual plot. It has actual logic behind it. It makes you care about the characters and the action you're seeing on the screen. In the current age of cinema we are living in, directors can throw a bunch of CGI on a screen and call it a movie. But the fact is this, Civil War is a popcorn-munching superhero film that puts in the effort to give us a plot that is not paper-thin, is the secret behind why this movie works, and why it is kicking butt at the box office. and why it is going to sell a ton of DVD and Blu-rays when it comes out. My final score for the film is a 9 out of 10. If you're going to watch just one movie this year, this is the one. Anyway, this concludes my review for Captain America: Civil War. Thank you for watching, and remember to rate this video, comment if you've seen the film and tell me what you thought of it, and subscribe if you're new and just don't give a shit. Over and out.